This is Granddad or Palachi. Granddad is named after the grandfather of the landowner. Palachi is the name of the village. For 21 years, I've brought students up here learning about Native Americans. They're learning about plants. They're maybe learning a little language. By doing this day in and day out, learning by doing, that's how you learn archaeology. We dig in holes in the ground, and those are called units. And so we have to control for space. So each of these holes has a number, and we've dug across this site, and those are like the pages in the book. And so the deeper you go, the older it is. So this year we're now digging down to older soils that are about 5,000 years old. So think about someone making something 5,000 years ago, and now we're going to start for the first time digging down into some of the oldest soils out here. Maybe 7,000, maybe 8,000.
I would put it as the big stone daub.
And so how do I know how old something is? Well, I can look at the style of the arrowhead or the spear point, and it's like a car. You can look at a car and say, oh, that is a 1967 Chevy. And so style goes in and out of fashion. And so I can look at the artifacts here and say, okay, that arrowhead is of a type that was made 500 years ago or 5,000 years ago. So there's a sort of spiritual element of it. So we do sort of old school, new school, and there's a spirituality, but there's also then the new technology. And so we kind of have a foot in both worlds. You know, we want to have a foot in the modern world, but also in some of that Native American. And so we're using some of the cutting edge technology that allows us to bring Granddad to you. And so hopefully we'll have a virtual Granddad, where last year we were doing virtual reality, where you could literally stand in a hole, in a unit, and look around. And this is really that human connection. I'll say, you know, think about who made that. Think about the last person that touched that was 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago. And wow, you know, to have that. And if we don't sort of honor that, if we don't respect that, what are we doing? We shouldn't be here. There are many lessons that you can learn from Granddad. It's in terms of the environment, taking care, and my students learn interacting with one another, leadership skills, and for the general populace, you know, I think that there is a hunger for those lessons.